Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our virtual manufacturing award presentations. My name is Lenny Gale Mitchum, and I'm the Executive Director for the Southwest Virginia Alliance for Manufacturing. We are a nonprofit organization that works to support the sustainment and advancement of manufacturing in Southwest Virginia. Each year, SVAM hosts its Manufacturing Awards Banquet on the first Thursday in October as a way of celebrating National Manufacturing Day. And the purpose of the banquet is to bring together the community in celebration of manufacturing and to recognize our area's manufacturers for their significant contributions to the region. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we had to cancel our in-person banquet, and instead we're recognizing manufacturers in this virtual format. We're going to be presenting 5 awards this year: Excellence in Safety, Community Choice, Environmental Excellence, Innovations in Manufacturing, and Manufacturer of the Year. Today, I'm happy to be presenting the Manufacturer of the Year award to a very deserving company. SVAM offers this award each year as a way to highlight a company who has gone above and beyond in the areas of innovation, corporate citizenship, and providing a quality work environment for their employees. The winner of this year's Manufacturer of the Year award is West River Conveyor and Machinery Company, located in Oakwood, Virginia, and Buchanan County. West River is a company focused on continuous improvement and innovative thinking. The owners of the company believe in giving back to their community, and the company continually makes significant contributions to support Buchanan County and the surrounding area. They care about their employees, and they know that the foundation of a successful business starts with its employees. So at this time, I will turn the presentation over to Pete Savage and Jessica Savage, who will tell us more about some of the great things that they are doing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Lenny Gale asked us to show the award that she had shipped to us. So thank you so much, SVAM and Lenny Gale, for putting all of this together.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Pete Savage. I'm VP of Business Development at West River Conveyors. We're extremely grateful for the recognition and to be a recipient of this year's Manufacturer of the Year award. Thanks for joining us and giving us the opportunity to showcase some of what we do. We got some pretty cool things going on at West River. Put together some slides. Hope you enjoy it.
Lenny Gale, do you want to confirm that you can see everything okay? You're muted.
Jessica, if you're speaking, we can barely hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I just said, can you confirm that you can see everything okay on the screen?
It is in the duplicate mode again.
Okay, let me go back. I don't see the, okay, let me stop it and restart it. That might be better. Can you give the screen share, I guess, hosting back to us?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Should make
Okay.
host.
This one. Okay.
Looks good now.
Okay, great.
Okay, I guess you can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pandemic fun, right? Okay. Next slide. Okay, I wanted to cover 4 areas today in our presentation: innovation, community impact, work environment, and what receiving this award means to West River. For those that don't know about us or where we are located, we have a pretty rich manufacturing history. It initially developed from a desire and a need to serve the coal industry. The owners of West River, there's 2 owners, Joe Street and JB Roulette. They're both born and raised here. and they started in 1981, mostly with doing rebuilds of mining equipment, roof bolters and shuttle cars and those sorts of underground mining equipment. Over the years, they found their niche in conveying equipment, specifically terminal equipment, drives, take-ups, tails, that sort of thing, for those that are familiar with it. Today, that's really the focus of our business, anything conveyor related. So the intermediate structure and the conveyor belt, and there's a bunch of other components involved, but that's what our focus is. I'd say within the last 5 to 7 years, due to the coal market volatility, we started looking outside of coal into other markets like trona, potash, salt, sand, anything that you can mine out of the ground. We've devoted a lot of our resources to developing those markets. So innovation, over the past year, we've taken some great strides to upgrade, innovate, and push into other markets, like I alluded to, outside of coal, but also outside of mining. We truly have world-class fabricators at West River, and just based on my experience, their workmanship is second to none. And so we had to improve our processes and our equipment so that we can empower those employees and meet our the expanding market expectations. Specifically, we added onto our existing buildings. We have about 100,000 square feet over roof. That includes warehousing, all the fabrication, all the processes. We added about 8,000 feet to that to make room for the new equipment. We purchased a new robotic plasma cutting machine and a new 10 foot by 20 foot plasma table capable of cutting up to 2.5 inch thick plate. We added 3D scanning technology for field audits and equipment fitting in the field retrofitting. And we provided a standalone sandblasting building on the property that's environmentally friendly. In years past and projects, we've had to outsource that to other vendors or offsite locations, so it made sense to keep it all here. We're in the middle of programming. I have a little video to share on the capabilities of the robot machine. I wanted to highlight those, and also the 3D scanner technology. Right now we're programming the robot actually this week and next week, so I don't have live footage that I can share with you of the machine in our shop, but I feel like it's pretty important to share it because it's a unique fabrication system that really sets us apart, and it's particularly unique for the region. Little context before I switch over to the video. A lot of our products, I alluded to it earlier, at our take-up system, it's physically a big piece of equipment. It's long, and there's a lot of labor that goes into producing that, with a variation of holes, sometimes 200 plus holes in this piece of equipment that previously they'd have to be, the steel would come in and be manually cut on a bandsaw. It would go to the fabricator, who would then have to lay it out, mark it, drill it. All that was done by hand. So this advanced robotic plasma system, it combines the CNC plasma cutting and torch technology to really speed up that process, make it much more efficient. It uses a Fanuc robot and a hypertherm plasma cutting technology, both of which both companies are pretty well known in the automation industry in North and South America. But the capabilities of the machine include beam coping, notches, holes, weld preps, splitting beam, scribing, plus marking on all four faces of the beam, channel, angle, or the hollow structural sections in pipe and round tube and plate, which is, we use a lot of beam here, a lot of channel, and a lot of tube on all of our equipment, not just take-ups. The cutting envelope covers all four faces of the steel profile. So the robot has an automated in-feed on the conveyor. So the employee would lay the piece of metal to be cut onto the conveyor, hit the green button, it would feed, it would scan the piece of metal, and it would cut to the design specifications that's uploaded. It offers precise measuring methods. It's not affected by rust, debris, or mechanical slippage. Uses a 3D vision system to measure the actual dimensions of the part and compensates automatically. The end result corresponds exactly to the information in a SolidWorks file that's uploaded. The selection of this equipment came about from a 20-month study we conducted to analyze sources of waste and inefficiencies in our processes. And like I was saying, the take-up, which removes the belt slack from long conveyor systems, is extremely lengthy in physical properties and labor intensive. So you can see some of the numbers on there based on our projections on the savings just on having this machine reducing labor. And for us, this means that the ROI on the machine can be measured in just a few months, make us more profitable in the future. Another piece of equipment we added to our value stream is 3D scanning technology. I don't know if some of you are familiar with this, but I have a video of a capture we did and the analysis that our designer was using on a recent job in a salt mine operation in Cote Blanche, Louisiana. So hopefully this video will cooperate. There's no sound, but this is just a recording of the designer manipulating the scan. So it was taken with a portable scanner. He took it underground in a low light, dusty, it's very hot environment. There was no scene preparation or targets or stickers you had to set up. And the field tech literally just walked at a leisurely pace down the entire length of 800-foot conveyor and captured all this data. The working range of the technology is about 5 meters, so you get a pretty good distance. And all these point cloud data is just really, really tiny points of information that the scanner gathers. It puts it into a mesh model, and you get like a photorealistic texture of whatever you're scanning. Then you can process this point cloud data using software to determine as-built dimensions up to 0.1 millimeters of accuracy. So it's very accurate. What's pretty cool too is you can turn the scan into an editable, accurate, and professional CAD file. So you could integrate it into whatever modeling software you use. We use SolidWorks, Inventor. So it's pretty powerful to determine room dimensions and also retrofits. A lot of what we do on the conveyor system is a customer has a problem. A lot of times it's at a transition point where one conveyor dumps onto another and they need to retrofit something. Well, we all know in manufacturing, modeling, having a drawing and having an as-built dimension sometimes vary. So or they just don't have the drawing. So it's critical that, everything mates and integrates well together. So it's pretty powerful piece of equipment. Community impact. The owners of West River, Joe Street and JB, they believe in giving back to the community where our business is located, and like I said, where they were both born and raised. We widely support youth activities and charities in our community, some of which include the Department of Social Service Angel Tree Christmas program, where West River adopts 25 or more kids to provide for during the holiday season who may otherwise not be able to have a Christmas at all. Youth sports and activities for the local high schools, sponsoring the Theater Guild of Buchanan County. It's a youth theater program started and actually run by three West River employees. The YMCA programs and the sponsorship of a brand new gymnastics facility, Boys and Girls Club of Central Appalachia, numerous Little League sports or groups, including band and basketball, baseball, football, and cheerleading, sponsoring the Buchanan County Chamber of Commerce's Law Enforcement Appreciation Dinner, which is a first in our community. There's a bunch of sponsorships and support that I didn't mention, but our company's commitment to the quality of life for our citizens, and especially children, is, I would say, it's woven into who we are as an organization. We believe that the foundation of our success is built on our employees. So we try to provide a challenging, supportive, and engaging work environment. That's a top priority for us. And despite all the COVID-related setbacks, we've persevered. And we're excited to be busy, particularly with a $1.3 million expansion that we got underway. All these this new technology capabilities will enable our employees to be more efficient and precise in their work. Additionally, we encourage teamwork and a positive work atmosphere by implementing quarterly communications meetings and biannual employee surveys. With this feedback, we were able to replace all of our outdated shop lights with high quality LED lighting. Continuous improvement across the entire company, and using the feedback from employees is of utmost importance to us. West River's management team has found that the handling of COVID-19 was exceptional through the employee feedback and surveys, that we acted promptly and quickly and in the best interest of them and their families. While changes to the work environment continue, West River's management team has done their very best to stay abreast of the latest information, guidelines provided by the state to make our work environment safe for them and their families. Why do we feel like we deserve this reward? Well, we work our tails off even in the face of adversity. I think that applies to a lot of us, especially in manufacturing in our region. But we're not pumping the brakes on growth. We're moving forward. We're staying positive. I think there's a lot to be said about the strength of your outlook on the future. Our management team has worked very hard over the past year to make us marketable to additional industries and discover ways to be more innovative. Even during this year of uncertainty, we focused on creating 5- and 10-year growth strategies. We've done an outstanding job of utilizing state agencies and taking advantage of opportunities provided to companies who have continued to experience declines in the coal market. As part of our growth strategy, we've participated in valuable training offered by SVAM and other organizations. despite the market conditions surrounding the pandemic, we're driving on with ambitious hopes for the future, all the while putting our employees and families first by providing a good work environment, a good wage, and a healthy livelihood in a community where many have felt negatively impacted. That concludes what we have. Appreciate the once again appreciate the recognition and the opportunity to share what's going on.
Excellent. Thank you so much to both of you. And again, congratulations to West River Conveyors. There has always been, you all received the Manufacturer of the Year award in 2015. This is the second time that you've received this award. And there's, from the first time you submitted your award application or nomination, there were two things that stood out to me. One, just how innovative you all are, how much you think outside the box, how important it is to keep your business running, and you'll do whatever it takes. You will take advantage of whatever service is out there, whatever program is in place to support manufacturers. You guys are involved, and I think that has played a huge role in making sure that you all do remain successful in what you do. So I talk about you all actually to other manufacturers. I'm like, well, you should talk to West River because they're really doing an amazing job of thinking outside the box and doing a good job of being innovative. And another thing that has always stood out to me is just how much you all do give back to the community. I grew up in a low-income household. I think in both the last application and in this one, you talked about how you help seniors who can't afford the senior trip to be able to take their trip. Is that correct?
Yep.
That's really cool because you all do a lot of things, but that one just stuck with me because I was one of those kids. It was like quietly, oh, I can't go. And we didn't really want anybody to know why. And that is just such a blessing and such a wonderful thing to do. So you all do so many amazing things. Do we have any questions from our participants on the call? If you have any questions, please make sure to submit those in the chat box. And I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Our next presentation will be the Community Choice Award that's going to be presented on October 27th at 3:00 p.m. Check our Facebook page for links to upcoming presentations. As a reminder for those that may be watching that are not a member of the organization, SVAM is a membership-driven organization, and we provide benefits that are exclusive to our membership. If you're a manufacturer and you want to learn more about becoming a member, please contact me. I am not seeing any questions in the chat box. Anything else from you all, Pete or Jessica?
No, thank you very much.
No, thank you, Lenny Gale.
You're very welcome. Once again, congratulations, and thank you to everyone who is on the call with us today.